Yo, 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 what it is, it is Frankie here. That would be it's a shorter version for Franklin. Yes, I know that some of you are, a little bit confused on that. Where do I start with this topic? Um, Man, ever since I was like younger and stuff, I could just tell that I didn't feel right and secure in my own body. Basically, to sum it all up, is that uh what the medical term for it is gender identity disorder, which I think that's a little bullshit. I really don't feel comfortable using the medical term, so what I'm going to say is that yes, I am, pre everything, pre trans everything. Yes, I would like to start taking testosterone. Hopefully get top surgery done and all of that stuff. That is like one of my super big goals is to get all that done. And you're probably really confused because I know that most people think, oh, Frankie is a girl's name. Well, you know what? It's kind of gender neutral, which is why I love it so much because you know, hey, your name could be, Francesca and you go by Frankie, or, as in a guy's name, your name is Franklin and, you go by the name Frankie. Typically most people spell it out as Frankie, but this is how I spell mine. Franky. I like it better. It's kind of similar to my birth name too. So like it mixes. It definitely matches with I don't know my personality per se. Um, and I feel a lot more comfortable um being a boy, being, identifying as male. To me, that is more comfortable, and for me, I felt like that's what I need to oh man, no English, transition into or whatever. So, no, I'm not new to everything because I do have a couple of friends, who have already been through, a couple of those things, and you know what, I give them props. And no, I'm not copycatting them. I'm not, trying to be like one of them. That's me. That's just how I am, and that's just how I feel, and, my actions and my words do not have to be justified. Um, that is just how I feel, and that's just me. That is just me. I'm not really gonna change who I am just to satisfy your needs or someone else's needs. Pretty much, and also my whole life I have been asked if I am a boy or if I am a girl, and that, to be honest, that really hurts my feelings. It really does. I don't know. It I don't know, it just made my, self confidence go from, up here to down, you know. And to me, it's just like, I'm pretty sure if I were to have been that person who asked, someone else, so are you a boy or are you a girl? And I am pretty 100,000,000,000% sure that if if I was that person asking, me in a different form, I am pretty sure that they would get pissed off. And that they would probably say, that's not okay. I don't really feel comfortable talking about that. Yes, I do have, issues with myself and all of that, and I would just like respectfully decline to answer you. Is pretty much it. And it's just gotten to the point of where it's just like, I give up. You know what? I mean, hey, it is kind of awesome to represent both sides of the team, to represent the female side and the male side. And when those do come together, it's just, it is what it is. And I basically, like, how I would describe it is, I'm a mutt, pretty much. I've got, you know, both resemblements or whatever of it. And I don't know, it's just, I'm not gonna say that I hate myself. I am not comfortable with myself. I am yet to have been or needed to be self-satisfied. So when I do reach my dream goal of, getting on testosterone, and then, a year down the road or whatever, getting top surgery and stuff, you know what? It is a lot of money. It is an investment. Once you do it, you can't go back. And I am 1,005,000% sure that this is what I want. That I need to change my life for the better. I want to be happier. I want to be, satisfied with myself. Because every time that I look in the mirror, honestly, I do not like what I see. I do not like it at all. And I already know that some people are going to say, oh, blah, 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 you shouldn't talk down about yourself like that. You're, perfect or fine just the way you are. And it's just like, okay, I get it, but it's just, you know, I feel the need to have some room to express how I feel about myself, how I, like day to day things or whatever. And so yeah, that is definitely one of my goals though, is to get on testosterone and to have top surgery done. Yeah, though honestly, I that would mean the whole world to me. Um, if I could have that done. Honestly, I don't even know explain how I would feel, after that would be done. I know how some people say like, are you sure, is that what you want? Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? And I'm like, yes, I'm sure. And then some people are gonna say, being a male isn't any easier than being a girl. And it's just like, well, maybe the way you live your life is not how I'm gonna live my life. Um, just being a person in general is very hard to deal with. You're a living, breathing, thinking, feeling machine, person with organs and fucking skin and bones and shit. And it's just like, we all deal with, life and ourself and friends and coworkers and all that differently. We all have like a different aspect of what we see the world to be and how we view things and all of that stuff. And basically it's just like, I honestly would never put another person down if they have made the decision, saying, they come to me and they say, I've been thinking about this for a while, and I don't really want to tell a whole lot of people, but I trust you. And it's just like, I'm coming out as transgender. And what I say, to that person or to you or whoever, kudos to you. You know, you deserve, everything in the whole world for it. Just by being yourself and just I don't know, just doing you, like, honestly, in that whole aspect is just like, not very many people can sit down and say and tell someone or tell their parents, excuse me, what they're going through. And honestly, yes, it is a very tough thing to deal with. But I feel like once you get, more comfortable with yourself, and you start to get to know yourself a bit better, then you're gonna say, yeah, I feel comfortable. But then, you're always questioning, like, something still doesn't feel right, and all that stuff. And so, yeah, is that pretty much basically to sum it up as, yes, um, I am pre everything and all that stuff. Okay, and then sliding off of that topic into, my whole name thing. Yes, I am going to be changing my name. I don't know when I'm going to be doing it, but I know that I'm going to be doing it soon. Yes, I will be changing my name to Franklin. No, yes, that is what I want. That is what I want. A couple other people don't want this to happen, but they love me, for who I am, and that's really great. I am very thankful for that. But I feel like I'm not being 100% real me. I feel like I'm just being halfways me. I'm just kind of like, kind of been like put into a box and say, this is how you've always been, blah blah blah, don't ever change. And it's just like, but I'm not changing. I am taking, my life and going into the next chapter of my life, and I want to be happy. I want to, go places. I want to excel with my own life. I have, my own things and my own aspirations and wants and, needs and all of that stuff. And it's just like, you know, if, if I'm hurting your feelings, I'm sorry, but that's just the way how I feel and how my thoughts on it. And yeah, it's just really messy. I do get a little bit irritated about when people, call me by my birth name. It's just like, clearly they cannot see that, yes, I do want to change my name. And, I don't really get confrontational when people, say my name or whatever, and I don't correct them. I need to start doing that more. But it's just like, I'm too nice of a person to get into an argument unless I really fucking hate you. Then I will have no hesitation to get into an argument with you. But that's just how I am. I would just, like it more if just people called me by the name that I want to be called by. I don't get why it would be difficult to do. Like, I feel like it's not that big of a change. I feel like it's not that big of a problem. But I mean, to some people it is, and all that crap. And it gets, honestly, it gets emotionally draining after a while to sit there and to correct people about, my gender and my name and all that crap. And it's just like, ugh. Sometimes I just want to lay on the bed and just lay there and not say anything, because that's just how tired I am about it. I'm worn out, and I don't like it. I mean, I always, correct myself when you want me to call you, by a certain name, or, by a certain gender. Like, hey, I would, go out of the way, for you. Why can't you do that for me? It's just, it's simple. It doesn't take much thought or, processing and shit. And it's just like, I need to start cracking down on that, because yes, I would like to be called Frankie. Yes, 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 that's the name that I want to be called by. But, for some of my family members, okay, it's whatever. I'm not even gonna, fight and sit there and argue with you, if you think that what I want to be doing with my life is wrong. You guys came from a different generation. I can totally understand that 100%, but it's I don't know, it's my life and this is how I want to live it. I want to be free and happy and not worry about things anymore. And so yes, that is like one of my big personal pet peeves is when people don't call me by the right name or by the gender that I wish to identify as. And so yeah, that is pretty much I think for like the whole gender and sexual identity thing of mine. You know what? Some people, just are just going to be uncomfortable with it in general and you know what? That's your thing. If it doesn't float your boat, don't don't sink my boat just because it doesn't float yours. Just thought. Well, I think that's it. Farewell to all my queefs. Good day.